Hello and welcome back to the Alumni Stadium here at the University of Guelph. We have our second game here of the D10 Friday Night Lights sponsored by McDonald's, and we have the two top teams in D10 featuring St. James and Centennial.
Yeah, both these teams are undefeated. Let's see which one can pull it out today.
So we watched Centennial play on this stage last week, and they did come out victorious in it was a defensive show, I would say, against Lourdes.
Yeah, their defense showed up to play for sure, and their offense didn't come alive until that fourth quarter. Multiple picks on a back-to-back picks. So let's see what they can do here. Hopefully they don't start off that slow, but you never know.
Just wanted to note, Centennial's D-line really showed during that game against Lourdes. And also another mentionable name on their team, maybe?
Yeah, Drake Davis. We saw him score 2 touchdowns in that game, and they only scored 2 touchdowns. So let's see if he can bring out the same performance today.
This kicker for Centennial kicking off, Ben Lane, fantastic kicker, as he will send that near the end zone. Looks like it'll be returned here. A decent return as he's trying to break it past the 25, now to the 30, as he trucks over somebody and gets to about the 33-yard line. Good start for St. James.
Yeah, great start, you know. That was a beautiful kick by Ben Lane all the way. I think that made it to the end zone, but nice return there, and they will start at the 34, I believe. 33.
So this is our first look here on Friday Night Lights for the St. James offense. We'll see what this consists of. Everyone surrounds the quarterback as it's a give now to Nelms.
Not too big of a gain there. About 5.
No receivers out wide. Once again, everyone seems to be surrounding the quarterback. There's another give. Looks like they got the first down. We'll see where that ball is spotted.
Yeah, I think he got that one. See where the ref ends up putting the ball. And it seems like he might mark the short. They're going to be.
Third down. Offense is staying on the field.
Got to think this is going to go right back to Nelms.
There's a flag down. Looks like they did pick up the first down. That was Owen Pastorius.
And let's see what this flag is for.
Offside on the defense. That'll be a first. So the first 3 plays for St. James, nobody out wide. They'll have the same package once again. Jacob Thomas now.
And someone jumped there. Not sure who. I don't even think the ref knew who jumped there. Flag was thrown.
I don't know if it was like both sides or something. Anyway, we'll just redo this play. Thomas dropping back. He's got a man complete, and he has got a wide open trip to the end zone. Jose Matrina, I believe, was the one that came up with that. And wow, St. James, what a way to start this game.
Clearly the game plan, those couple of plays out, starting that formation, make them think you're going to run. And that time, the Cent defense was clearly fooled there.
The only player there for Cent was Ness, and he wasn't even near him. About 10 yards off the receiver. Wide open, easy touchdown for St. James as they go up 6 early, 7 pending the PAT.
And long huddle here. Wouldn't be surprised if they fake this. Keep an eye out for that.
They're actually going to go for it here. Thomas will roll out to his right. Looks like he'll keep it himself. Big block by Tanner Nelms, and they will get the extra 2. 8-zip St. James. And that's the way to start off a football game. 2 undefeated teams. St. James really showing their authority out there.
Yeah, St. James. Thomas took that one in. Thomas also has the touchdown pass. Nice way to start off this game.
So now let's see how Brown and his offense responds for Centennial. Looks like they're going to
kick
they're
off.
setting to kick off, but I don't think Cent's
Yeah,
offense wants it.
They don't have the option to kick off there.
It's definitely not their choice. So Centennial will start from the 35 after that little bit of confusion from St. James. So Brown will line up with the empty backfield. They'll give it to Ness. He's got a little bit of room. He'll pick up a good gain of about 6 yards, but will be stopped short of the first down for sure. 2nd and 4 upcoming.
Let's see what Centennial can do here. 2nd down.
Here's Brown. Looks like he'll keep it himself. Good stop there by St. James.
Yeah, and I imagine Lane will come on to punt.
I mean, when you have a kicker punter like Ben Lane who could just flip the field like that, no need to go for it. We saw St. James on their opening drive. They really showed no reason that they could be stopped. But, I mean, that is one opening drive. Maybe Cent's defense was just cold. They're going to have to recover.
Yeah, Cent's defense got a little caught off guard there. Commit too much to the run, and that punished them.
Low snap. Lane has lots of time. Good job by the blocking team there.
Oh,
as that is
might go for a rouge.
Let's see. And yes, it will.
So Cent on the board. I bet not the way they imagined, but that's the way they will get on the board.
8-1. Let's see if St. James keeps the package that they've been going with, surrounding everyone with the quarterback.
I imagine that was just something they scripted right off the bat, but who knows?
It definitely worked, as that's how they punched her in.
So both teams score on their opening drive. One a touchdown and one a rouge.
Thomas now the give to Tanner Nelms. And that's a good run as he'll get out to the far sideline, finally force it out of bounds. Second and short here for the St. James offense. Don't think they were really close to picking up the first here. We'll see what they do on third. Looks like they're going to leave them out once again. Split backfield here for Taylor. Or sorry, I mean Thomas, my bad.
And someone jumped there.
Nelms is going to pick up the first. We'll see what the flag is.
Flag was false start on the defense. I'm not sure what number, but someone definitely jumped there.
So either way, St. James will get their first down. Ball will be spotted at the 48-yard line. Thomas looks like a screen to Tanner Nelms. He's going to keep fighting. Looks like he picked up that first. Yeah, for sure. Stretch out to the 50. That's another first down for the St. James Lions offense.
How hard is he to take down?
Let's see that again. Looks like Cent's defense had him wrapped, but he just kept pushing.
Guy came in from behind to try to hit him down and ended up pushing him forward a couple more yards.
First down just over midfield. Thomas looking to unload deep. Just overthrew his man. That was intended for Powell Szymanski. Second and long upcoming here for St. James after the incompletion. Let's see if they go back to Nelms.
Difficult choice here. And they will.
They'll pitch to Nelms, who will end up to throw. It's complete, Szymanski. And they're going to score.
Off the flea flicker.
Powell Szymanski takes that to the house. Let's have another look at that. Unloads, nobody near Szymanski, and he will take that in from the 20. Wow, St. James is rolling. Looks like they're going to go for it once again on the 2-point convo.
Again, why not? St. James pulling out all the stops here, and Cent has no answer.
Oh, he had his man. I believe that was incomplete and intended for Rob Zetko. Just off his hands. Either way, it'll be 14-1. But St. James, wow, what a start. 2 early scores.
Yeah, scored early, twice on both their first possessions. Cent kind of responded with a rouge, but definitely not what they're looking for. They might need one here.
I mean, yeah, Cent got their opening score, but definitely not the opening score that they were thinking they would get. Either way, their offense is going to need to come up big here because St. James is scoring at will, moving down the field easily. Shotgun look here for Brown, the offense. Try to get some yards after the catch. Looks like he only gained about 1 yard. That was El Miari there for Centennial.
Not much of a gain there. Cent's going to need a bit more on this play.
Second and it looks like 8. Brown looking to escape the pressure. Comes up throwing.
He got crushed.
That's caught though. El Miari. And that's a first down near midfield. Good throw with pressure coming at him from Brown.
Szymanski smacked Brown right when he released it.
Just inside St. James territory now.
What a throw. Like, he got smacked.
See that. Oh, wow. He took one. Looks like he was in midair when he took that hit. Brown now. Pump fake, rolling to his right. Got pressure coming. He looks like he's going to run. Picking up the first, it looks like. Good run there from Brown.
Nice job by Brown. He felt that pressure, made it outside of the pocket, and picked up the first down, and the chains will move once again.
Let's have a look at this. Linebacker came in, just got by him. Brown looking downfield. That's caught. Drake Davis trying to stay in. They say he went out.
I don't know.
He had some daylight after that juke move, but either way, they will pick up the first down. Brown's looked very comfortable out of the pocket so far.
Yeah, he's been pressured a lot, but he's making some good throws.
Empty backfield here for Brown. They'll give it to the slot back, but he'll be wrapped right up. I believe that was Sam Taylor.
Yeah, he got gobbled up there. Cent's line has been just getting torched so far, and Brown's been able to make a couple of good plays. Maybe they'll abandon the run early in this game.
I don't even think outside of that play they've really ran the ball other than Brown himself.
Ness took one carry, I believe, for around 5 yards.
We'll see Brown here out of the pistol. Looks like he's going to take it himself once again. Falling looks like up to about the 22-yard line. Decent pickup there,
Yeah,
but that'll bring up a third.
But a 10-yard pickup there, but third down, and let's see how close that is.
They could definitely kick here with Ben Lane's leg, but
And the coach is, I think,
definitely
telling
keeping
them
him
to
out
go for
there.
it.
No, never mind. They're going to bring out the kick unit.
Trying to cut this lead to just 10. And we've seen Ben Lane kick before, and wow, he has a boot on him.
This will be about a 30-yard attempt. Ball spotted on the 23.
Brown will be the holder.
Snap's good, kicks up, and it looks like it's right. St. James has a chance to return this. Have a great chance to return this. Flag's down, and he did step out. Rare miss from Ben Lane.
From up here, I thought that was in for sure.
Yeah, I waited for the signal of the referee.
But yeah, maybe a wide left a bit. Did not get a great view on that from up here, but flag will bring them back.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not 100% sure what the flag is, but by the way they're trotting back to their end zone, it looks like it is on St. James.
Imagine a block in the back.
Ball's at the 1. Now you got to be cautious if you're St. James here.
Probably just hand it off to Nelms. Because that's what they've been doing a majority of the game besides the 2 plays they scored on.
It's a safe, positive gain, they feel. Either way, Thomas will line up in the shotgun with a split backfield. They give to Nelms. He will get out of his own end zone, but for not many more yards, as it looks like he only got out to about his own 4-yard line.
Let's see where they spot this ball. We'll give it to him at the 4.
So they'll pick up a 3, 2nd and 7 upcoming. Let's see if Centennial's defense could finally get the Lions off the field.
See if St. James just takes the safety here. Or, well, if they don't pick it up this time, let's see if they take the safety.
Second down, the give. Nelms once again. This man will not go down as he has a little bit of daylight down the sideline.
He's going to get a flag for that grab on the face mask.
Great run by Nelms. Let's have another look at that one.
Let's watch on the tail end of this play. Just grabs the face mask there. And you can clearly see it. That will come back for a few.
We'll see where the ball's spotted. So it'll be at the 10 for St. James. Either way, it's a first down, but still not what you want to take away 15 yards after a big explosive gain like that. Nelms is looking to be wrapped right up.
And let's see what this call is. Because that could be a safety.
I believe they're going to spot it close to the goal line. We'll have a look.
I'm not really sure about that spotting in the ball.
I don't even see it, really.
That's a bit questionable because Nelms went back himself.
Yeah, that's at the
not like
5-yard line.
I wouldn't call forward progress there, seeing that he's the one who went back himself.
Yeah, trying to create some extra daylight for himself. Either way, it'll be 2nd and 15 upcoming now for St. James. That pass is caught but wrapped up. That's Ness, I believe, on the coverage.
Nice job by St. James. Not sure they picked up that first. So now a decision here by St. James.
They're not switching up their personnel.
They haven't kicked anything this game.
Nope, they went for every PAT. They've been on third twice, haven't punted either time. This is their third down they've converted twice. Looks like.
Did they just call a timeout?
Well, it's the end of the quarter, but they still get a play, I believe.
Depends if that play ended before.
No, they burned a timeout, and yeah, they're going to come up and punt.
I think that's the best decision here.
We'll see if they do take 2, though.
Well, you got to think, how much trust do they really have in their kicker here?
Well, seeing that they didn't go for either PAT and their last 2 third downs, they both did convert, but they went for it both times.
Well, was that their strategy coming right out of the gate? We're going to go for 2, and then if we get that one, we're going to keep going for 2 until we don't get it.
Yeah, that's true. That could be their strategy, but they still, this being their first kick,
and they're going to take the safety.
14-3 the score will be. Centennial, this is not how they want their points to come off a rouge and a safety because of St. James wanting to flip the field, but they will be down 11 going into the second quarter.
Decent decision there to take the safety.
So does Centennial need to change anything offensively, defensively?
They got to keep passing this ball. But they do, one thing they do have to do on offense is they got to give Brown a bit more protection here because he's getting lit up out there. He's getting pressured every single time he drops back. He's getting hit. If they want him to stay up all game, they're going to have to give him a bit more protection.
And then defensively, St. James, other than that drive, have been really just eating on the offense. Do they have to change anything there?
I can't really see anything they can change there, really.
Just good
Nelms
offense?
is just eating them alive. They got to be more aware out there.
Because I feel like they've had some good reads on Nelms on his runs. He just bounces off tackles like they're nothing.
They made a couple of good plays, but yeah, he's been bouncing off tackles. And that's just what he does.
So Brown's going to take it on the quarterback keeper. He will look to fall ahead to about the 39-yard line. Second down now. Brown alone in the backfield. Looks like he's going to keep it again.
And he will pick that first up.
Thrown down after the play. That was James Martin on the tackle. First and 10 now. Brown, he's got his man, Ness.
Wasn't sure about that pass, but he found the hole in
For
between
sure.
both those DBs, and Ness has the catch.
There's some lines around him, but looks like he just put it in between them. Anyway, nice pickup there. Here's second and short. Looks like Brown's going to keep. He's going to pick up quite a bit of chunky yardage there.
I've seen that a lot from him in that Lourdes game last Thursday. Just goes like he's taking it in the shotgun, jumps up, picks up the first.
So Centennial looks to be moving the ball with a little bit of urgency now as they've broken onto St. James' side of the field. Brown. Looks like they'll give to Taylor, who picks up a few yards.
About 4 there. Haven't ran the ball too much. Nice little pickup there.
Will be a pickup of 4 yards there. So now Brown will line up out of the pistol. Pressure coming immediately, and he's taken right down. Wow, St. James coming on the blitz.
Nice play call there on second down, and now Ben Lane will come out.
Joseph Youn's coming with the pressure. Lane's punt looks to go deep down to the 10-yard line. It's muffed, and it's recovered by Centennial. And that's a big play there.
Wow, that ball was high in the air. And I'm not sure who was the one who ended up losing that ball, but
I believe it was Ethan Fish who muffed that punt. Not sure who jumped in there for Centennial, but Centennial's offense has just been given a gift.
I believe that was Matt Ness who jumped on that ball for Cent. not to be mistaken with number 5, Thomas Ness.
So now Centennial has a real good chance to punch it in for a major, at the least put points up on the board.
See what they do here.
Scrambling now to his left. Now unloading is Brown. He's got a man. That's caught! Almiari for the major.
Thought Brown was going to take that, but then he saw a man who was playing the quarterback spy on him, one of the linebackers, so he decided to toss that deep into the end zone, give his man a jump ball, give him a chance to catch it, and that's exactly what he did.
Rose over that DB Almiari did. Let's have another look at that catch. Wow.
Just jumped and took that right out of his hands. Nice job. Now that cuts this lead.
I believe it's 14-9.
Yeah, and there it goes. And the kick is good.
Four-point game now with Centennial with a gift. Punch it in on their first play. Almiari takes the pass from Brown. And let's see if St. James can answer as they set up on their own 35.
Yeah, this is a ball game now. Around 6:50 to go in the quarter. Well, in the half, actually.
Thomas, the give to Nelms. He's got some daylight now on that far sideline. Nice low tackle there by Ness. Looks like he felt over about midfield.
When he gets going, he's hard to stop. Watch this run here. Takes it for a solid 15 yards.
That run is clogged right up. Good job by the Cent D-line to pinch there.
Here we go, second down.
Scrambling now to his right is Thomas. Just overthrew Nelms. Probably would have been better if he took it himself.
Now let's see what they do here. We haven't seen their special teams yet. Well, technically, we did see their special teams for that safety, but we haven't seen them kick. Looks like they will punt this way.
High kick, way out of bounds. Not a good kick there.
It looked like a nice kick coming off his foot, but that just hooked left.
Very high as well. Didn't net too many yards. Here's Brown unloading. He's got Ness. Now trying to gain some yards after the catch. He falls over midfield. Good pickup there for Ness in the Centennial offense.
Around a 15-yard gain there by Ness. Cent seems to be rolling again.
Minute from the 3-minute warning as Brown will take this himself. Looks like he gets a healthy gain of about 6 yards before he's taken down.
Cent's got more than enough time here to march down the field. Especially if they keep doing it at this pace.
Brown under the pistol. Throwing over the middle. He's got his man, Almiari. He had a few drops in the game last week, but he has been on point this game for Centennial.
Got 2 catches already, both for big yards, one being a touchdown.
Approaching the 3-minute warning now. Brown. Looks like they'll give to Taylor.
Got
Who
tripped
falls
up.
forward for the first down, though.
Tripped up by Alex Noble there, right at the line of scrimmage.
Short run up the middle by number 23, Sam Taylor. Get to 2nd and 9.
They bring the blitz. Brown finds his man. That's Sweenerton. Looks like it'll be just short of a first.
Will be 3rd, and the ref's going to mark that a yard short, and they're going to stay on the field. See if Brown starts in the gun again, which he will, and watch him creep up slowly.
Yeah, he's going to sneak
And he's going
this.
to take this. And
He's
he'll
going to get it too. Falls forward to about the 18-yard line, and that's a first down for Centennial.
Couldn't find him there for a minute. Didn't think he got it, but he definitely did there.
Got to give credit, though. Centennial's O-line hasn't been fantastic. They're doing a great job of pushing to get Brown that first down off the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, they haven't been playing great today, but they're doing a great job on those 3rd down plays where they need to show up big, and that's where they're showing up. Bend but don't break.
Looks like they'll give to Drake Davis here. He's got some room as well.
And he can make people miss.
Davis still on his feet. Flag down. Falls to about the 6-yard line. We'll see what the flag is. Cent does like that play to Davis. They will back him up, though.
Not sure what the flag was, probably holding.
So the repeat first. Brown scrambling. Nice play to make a few St. James players miss. And he will get back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard short, but great play by Brown to evade those oncoming linemen there for St.
Yeah,
James.
gave him a little fake there and got about all 3 of those guys there. Let's watch that again.
Couldn't find anyone downfield, just made people miss.
Snuck right under that, and a gain of about 9. So let's see what they can do with this.
Brown Looks like he'll keep it.
Oh, that was a
Ooh.
sneak. Oh, my.
Thought they gave it to Taylor there, but no. Just couldn't.
I didn't
Break
realize
free.
until Taylor just stopped.
Now Lane will be making his way back out here to make it a 1-point game.
Nice drive here by Cent. Obviously, they'd want to score here, but it's not going to happen, so they'll let Lane come and clean this up.
So this will be a 30-yard attempt here for Ben Lane. Hold looked good.
Kick is good. That
Net
one I
left
could
here.
see clearly.
St. James came out fantastic right out of the gates, but their offense has slowed a little bit, and Centennial has broken through on offense.
Yeah, Centennial's defense has showed up a bit more. Like I said, a lot of trick plays is what led to those touchdowns. Minute and 11 to go in the half.
Dropping back, Thomas. Looks like a screen in Nelms. Be forced out of bounds there by Ness.
Another pass caught by Tanner Downs. And another first down for the St. James Lions.
That screenplay to Nelms has been a consistent way for St. James to pick up first downs.
He's hard to take down, that's why. When he gets going, he is hard to take down, and we've seen that in this game.
They'll give it to him once again, but a nice tackle there, and that'll bring up 2nd and long.
Oh, FRYDAY there with the tackle, got right in the backfield. Great play there.
2nd and 15, split backfield here for Thomas. That ball is bobbled and incomplete. That was Dallin Evans there. He had a little bit of daylight, but he looks like he just too focused on the run after dropped the ball.
That will bring up 3rd down now. 51 seconds to go in the half.
Now, St. James hasn't been the best team kicking the ball, as we've seen a little bit earlier. Not much faith in the punter here, and his one punt was an absolute sky ball that went sideways, only netted about 25 yards. So let's see if Centennial gets some good field possession with under a minute to go here in the second half.
There's
Looks
going to
like
be a
it's
fake here.
He's going to take it. He's got so much daylight. Ness missed his tackle. He falls down to the 42-yard line, and St. James is rolling.
St. James fakes the punt there. Guess they didn't think anything would happen if they didn't get it, seeing there's only 42 seconds left after that fake, 51 when they snapped it off.
There's a little bit of a risk, though, because he was dropped back to about his own 35, maybe even his own 30 when he was rolling right.
Let's watch that one more time here.
St. James's offense is ready as Thomas will look to unload deep down the right sideline. He's got his man. Staying, oh, they looks like they called that he stepped out of bounds, but
I
still
thought he
Rob
stayed in
Zetko.
bounds there.
Looked like he did. He had Zetko. Let's have another look.
Pass is caught by Rob Zetko for a first down.
Ooh,
And
I
he
don't
did.
know.
I think he stepped out there now watching that replay.
Tough to see in that replay. My eyes initially said he was still in, but looks like he stepped out. Ref saw the same. Either way, it'll be 1st and goal from the Centennial 9 in St. James.
And at least, sorry.
Yeah, we thought they'd be punting. And Centennial would have a chance to maybe take the lead going into halftime, but wow, what a turn of events.
And luckily, he didn't go down, and he went out of bounds because now the clock stops.
Looks like there's a timeout called either way.
Could have happened either way, but yeah.
21 seconds here for the St. James offense to punch it in. Jacob Thomas rolling to his left. Looks like he's wrapped up. Good job by the Centennial defense.
5 seconds come off the clock there.
St. James going to have to hurry up back to the line. Lions go no huddle here. Thomas.
And that's
just
gonna be
overthrown.
Incomplete. That's going to be third down.
And
tough decision here.
The kicking team will come out. It is a chip shot, but they've gone for it pretty much every other third down.
Think we could see another fake here?
Well, St. James just called time, so possibly.
Timeout, Centennial. Fans, join us October 27th at 2 p.m. on campus at the Griffin Center. Your Love Griffins women's hockey team opens their 28th campaign as they host the Winter Lancers. Tickets available at griffins.ca/tickets or on the gate on game day.
And here comes the attempt.
It is another fake. Looks like Centennial predicted this one as he's going to be wrapped right up.
The fact that they haven't kicked all day and the one time they did, it went for about 20 yards. Doesn't surprise me they went for it here. And it also doesn't surprise me that Sen expected it.
I think St. James would have been better off, though, just running out their normal offense.
I would have tried that. Maybe give to Nems, maybe.
I thought that once they lined up in field goal, for the field goal, Centennial, it looked like they knew that they were going to fake.
I'm guessing they predicted that, seeing they switched back on their defense there instead of their special teams, which they had on initially. And a timeout was called, so. Sen's going to have a last opportunity here. See if they just need the ball here. 2 seconds to go in the half.
Brown's lining up under center, so he will need the clock out. And that will conclude this first half here. And another interesting game as St. James only up 1 on Centennial. Two fantastic teams.
Yeah, both teams have been playing fairly well. Both defenses playing fairly well. And both offenses are playing really good. Difference maker in this game could be special teams. And so far, we've seen the superior special teams of Centennial. We haven't really seen too much of St. James' special teams because they haven't let us see it.
I feel like that's just coaching not trusting their kicker because they've run 2 fakes. They've run more fakes than they actually have actual punts or kicks.
Yeah, they punted once for about 20 yards. It wasn't the greatest punt, but it was high, and I think he could have easily made that field goal. I haven't seen him kick except that one punt, and I thought it was pretty decent. So
he did make decent contact with the ball. Looks like he just rolled up on him a little bit, skied it. But either way, you got to have a little bit more faith in your kicker. Maybe even so for St. James, just go for it. Might as well keep your offense out in the field. You have
Yeah,
confidence in your running back.
The
Tanner
first
Helms.
fake, I totally agree with. Cent was caught off guard. That second one, I could have predicted that. I'm pretty sure I said something before.
Well, yeah, they called timeout. It's totally easy to read.
And yeah, I'm not too sure why they did that one. If they wanted to go for it, just stick your offense out there.
So let's go back to last week, see the results of each team. St. James did beat Bishop Mac last week.
Yeah, Bishop Mac, pretty good team this year. Brought Cent down to the wire. Pick 6 by Drake Davis ended that game. So, I don't know. BM could be in contention here.
Yeah,
And St. James went and put a beating on them.
It's interesting because Bishop Mac last year was supposed to be their big year. All their great, Griffins players were in grade 12. That was supposed to be their big year. Had kind of an underwhelming year to what they expected. And then all their great players from grade 12 came back for 12 plus. So that really helped Bishop Mac.
Yeah, and I know also St. James, Tanner Nelms, he's also a grade 12 plus, and he's probably their best player. And he's shown that early on with a touchdown pass. Even though he's the running back, but still, he's had a couple of explosive runs early on in this game.
Yeah, both their St. James' scores have come due to trickery. I mean, the first they're all lining up, bunching around the quarterback, and then the next score was the flea flicker to from Tanner Nelms. So, I mean, St. James, their offense has been just kind of wild the way they've scored.
Yeah, that was a beautiful game plan by St. James. They came out, they said, we're going to go in this package where you think we're going to run every time. And they said, stop the run. Just try to stop the run. And they weren't stopping the run. So they went and bunched up in a formation where they had no safeties over the top and weren't expecting that. And right when they thought they could stop this, no, they go over the top and touchdown.
Let's go now see Cent's offense. They've been really pass heavy. Taylor hasn't seen many touches out there as the running back. I mean, Brown has taken it himself more than anyone else, really.
So line's not making very big holes for Taylor. 5-yard gains aren't terrible. That's what they're averaging. But whenever Brown drops back and passes, that line just pretty much lets St. James walk right through. And Brown's doing a great job with the pressure. He's got off a couple of nice passes and just taken hits. Sometimes he's kept it himself and picked up big yards. I mean, picked up some big first downs also.
Yeah, last game was kind of a game to forget. I mean, the first 3 possessions were 3 interceptions for Brown. That's going to be tough for him. But he bounced back in a big way, I'd say, for this first half.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He bounced back huge in that game. In this game, sorry. In that game, he threw three straight picks on each possession, which was terrible. And he knew it, but he bounced back in that fourth, brought his team back. And out here, he's looking like the best player on this team.
So we'll talk a little bit about the playoff format, I guess. We'll see. I mean, 4 teams make it out of the 6 teams in Guelph. Who is looking good? I mean, obviously, these 2 teams have pretty much punched their ticket, both undefeated through the first 3 games, I believe.
Yeah, then we got Bishop Mac sitting at 2-2 right now with wins over Ross and Lourdes. So that's going to be an interesting one next week at 4 o'clock when the Geels take on the Celtics. Because the Geels just beat Ross and Lourdes, the same teams BM has beaten. So those 2 are fighting for 3rd and 4th place.
Yeah, looking forward to that game. Any players you want to mention from either BM or GC?
Well, GC, we just watched that. Ben Body's pretty much their offense, I'd say. We saw Anakin Guthrie.
Yeah, his return. Wow.
He had a couple of nice returns, and he also had an interception in that game. He was doing a great job out there. BM, we'll see them next week. They got a lot of guys who have been playing D10 football for a while and have just been playing football for a while. Have actually a really good defense. And their quarterback, Kalen Fraser, is hard to take down when he gets out of that pocket. And he can throw the ball a decent 30 yards down the field. So keep an eye out for that.
He loves calling his own number. He can just run over people. It's very impressive of what I've watched of him. And then outside the playoff picture, it looks like Lourdes and GC are just sitting outside that picture. Lourdes coming off that loss with the questionable coaching call to go for it there.
Actually, GC's in the playoffs as of now, but Ross is not, and Ross has been mathematically eliminated.
Yeah, Ross not having a fantastic season. Even though their quarterback Shoemaker, he's been under pressure a lot, but he's still balled out for the most part of this season.
We saw in that GC game, he was just passing the ball all over that defense, and he was doing a great job. but his line just cannot keep up with these bigger guys. They're not the biggest line, and he gets hit a lot. He's not the biggest guy.
What
like,
was it, 10 sacks that he took from BM?
Yeah, 10 sacks from BM. He's not the biggest guy. Like, we see guys like Brown out here and Fraser you'll see next week. They can just hit people over easily. Even St. Hilaire, when he gets out of that pocket, he can take a couple hits. But not the biggest guy, Shoemaker, but he's doing a great job down there, just not a lot of pieces around him.
Definitely agree with you. I mean, BM, they have some pass rushers out there. I mean, Kieran O'Donnell, Curtis Valaket, they're great. But let's flip over now to Lourdes. What do they got to do to get back in the playoff picture?
Lourdes needs to win next week. I'm not sure who they're playing. I imagine it would be Actually, sorry,
No,
St. James.
Yeah, St. James.
So
that's a tough matchup.
So they're going to have to win that game, and St. James is just
probably the best team, if not
This is
tied
the
with
best team
Centennial.
I've seen so far, but Centennial is doing a great job. And Centennial sometimes doesn't play up to their level that they can play. Right now we're seeing them play at a very high level. What we've seen in the beginning of that BM game, I don't know if you watched it, but I was there, and BM was taking control of them. They're up by, I believe, 17 or 21. But Cent came back in that second half, and they fought back. This game, they didn't start off the best, but their offense was always playing pretty good, and they kept with them. Now it's 14-13, and this is going to be a good game.
Well, yeah, you have to credit Centennial. They've been resilient. They've been down in games. BM, weren't they down, 17 and a half?
Yeah, BM was down. Sorry, what?
BM was leading Centennial.
Oh, yeah. BM was, my bad there. BM was leading Centennial in that game, and Centennial just fought back, and BM didn't really have an answer. In last play of the game, Kalen Fraser threw an interception to Drake Davis, and he took it all the way to the house.
Oh, you see how shifty Davis is.
Oh, Davis can make people miss. And the interesting thing about this game, we haven't seen Davis that often. Looks like a squib kick here.
Well, we'll see Drake Davis right here as he picks up this squib kick and will be tackled near the 30-yard line.
Not much running room there.
Kick is returned by number 1, Drake Davis.
Here we go. Centennial will start off with the ball. And is it just me, or did that look like a squib kick?
It definitely did. I mean,
I'm not sure if that was on
its
purpose.
First bounce at about the 40-yard line, so just kind of made its way down there.
I'm really not sure if that was on purpose.
But also, we've seen the little faith that St. James has in their kicker as well, so maybe that's just a little bit of that.
That's what I'm thinking of. I'm not sure they have too much faith in him, I'm not sure if that could have been a squib kick. I don't know.
Either way, Brown will keep it to himself on first down and will pick up a good chunk of yardage, falling over the 35-yard line down to about the 36.
I believe he got about.
Looks like he got seven
there, yeah. Decent carry.
Second down upcoming, second and short. Let's see if they involve the run game. Looks like they'll take Taylor out.
I believe Goodchild will come into the game.
We will not see the run game unless they hand it off to a slot back as the backfield is empty. Brown rolling to his right. Flag down as he is wrapped right up. That's Alex Noble with the sack there for St. James.
See what that's on. I imagine that will be against Centennial. Let's see.
Looks like it was against Centennial.
Yeah, it was a hold there, and that penalty will be declined.
So St. James getting the ball for the first time in this second half.
See if Lane can flip the field here.
Lane with lots of time Kick goes to about the 40. That'll be fielded now, looking for space. Nice set of moves. That's Szymanski now on the near side. Lane getting in there, the kicker trying to take him out.
Yeah, Lane with the official tackle there. Nice play there by him. That was a good return by St. James, though, because that was a deep kick.
So let's see, starting the second half, if St. James possibly has a script like they did at the start of the first half.
Yeah, let's see if they already have these plays scripted like they did, or like it seemed they did.
Yeah, not 100% sure if they did. You see a lot, like every NFL team is now scripting their plays.
First 10 plays, yeah. Already know what they're going to do.
Looks like
there's going to be a flag there.
Sent offside, so it's a free play here for Tanner Nelms, who's got a lane. Only one man to beat, and he will beat him. St. James to the house. I'm assuming that flag will be on Centennial, and that will stand.
Definitely, that flag was on a false start, and I imagine that would be declined.
Got him to jump on the hard count. Tanner Nelms takes it just under 50 yards, looked like 48 yards to the house. Great way for St. James to start off this second half.
Are they going to keep the offense out here again?
Looks like it. No sign of the kicker right now. St. James has a lot of confidence in their offense. They're absolutely buzzing right now as a split backfield here for Jacob Thomas. Thomas. He'll be wrapped right up. Either way, St. James will be up 7.
One possession game. Not again. I have no idea why they're not kicking that. Make that a two possession game.
Yeah. Force Centennial, if they want to tie it, to go for 2.
But instead now, and Lane's a good kicker, so you're not betting on him missing.
Yeah, for sure. As Lane could probably make those PATs with his eyes closed, so. We'll see if St. James's defense holds. I mean, Brown has found a few gaps in the secondary, but St. James' D-line's done a fantastic job today. Looks like they'll give to Taylor. Taylor will keep going. Looks like he got near the first.
Ball is ran up the middle by number 23, Sam Taylor. Bring them to 2nd and 2.
Empty backfield here for Brown once again. Throw is caught, and that'll be a first down there.
Yeah, will be enough for the first down.
Sam Taylor coming up with the reception.
Caught by Sam Taylor for a first down.
Centennial keeps the sticks moving. Looks like they'll give to Taylor. He's wrapped right up. Good defense there from St. James.
Now potential passing down here on 2nd.
Looks like they lost one. 2nd and 11 coming up. Seeing the spot. You mentioned Davis as a potential playmaker out here for Centennial. He hasn't really seen the ball.
Yeah, Davis hasn't seen the ball at all, really.
Really off kick return, so let's see if Brown goes to him.
He had that one sweep to him, but that's about it.
You see him line up in the slot. Looking to the right side, Brown coming back now. Nice block there. Brown still going. He can't pick up the first as he goes out at about the 54, just over midfield.
See what they're up to do here.
Looks like Centennial's going to keep their offense. No, they're going to punt, it looks like.
And we saw a fake punt from them.
I was about to say, it might
Last
be
game.
intriguing to punt or fake this punt.
I wouldn't be shocked if they faked it here. We saw it against Lourdes, so let's see if they'll go to it again.
Yeah, they're huddling up. This is
looking like
I
a
could
fake.
definitely see it.
See if St. James is aware of it.
Looks like they're potentially trying to pick it up.
Oh, fumbled the snap.
Looks like he's going to keep. And he only has eyes to run as he does pick up the first down. Ben Lane picking up the first.
I'm not sure if that was always the plan. It seemed that way.
Oh, especially with the huddle, but with that botched snap, we might never know.
See, the thing is, the first thing he did was look up and pass when he botched that snap. So I'm guessing it was designed for him to pass the ball. I'm not too sure, but anyway, picked up the first, moved the chains.
That's one thing that I've recognized about high school football. Lots of fakes. It's actually kind of entertaining to watch.
Yeah, well, you only have 5 games, so might as well as pull out all your trick plays in those 5 games.
Already saw St. James execute a flea flicker to perfection. Play action now. Rolling right. He's got Almiari complete. He's got some room now on the far side. Looks like he's pushed out of bounds. Wow, Brown finds Almiari once again. First down now.
Davis really hasn't shown up in this game so far. Not many targets, but Almiari has shown up big time for them.
We already mentioned he had a rough game last week, but he's caught everything that's come near him. Now Cent's cooking. They're in the red zone now at about the 12-yard line. Brown looks like he's going to keep on his own.
He's got blockers with him, and he might make this touchdown.
Let's see. The ref signaled touchdown, Centennial.
What
Daniel
a play
Brown.
there by Brown. On his feet, too. And here we go. All they need is the PAT to tie this thing up, and we got ourselves a game.
Good set of blocking from the set of slot backs and receivers from Centennial, though. Definitely want to mention that because Brown's got a lot of love from us on this broadcast, though, but he's got some good blocks from his receivers.
His receivers, also a nice job to be aware that Brown's taking this for a run, so let's get up, block the block for him, because he's been giving us some pretty decent passes.
Liam Burke actually nearly had, he's coming off the end, nearly had that block there. Looks like he didn't go all out to try to block that kick.
Let's watch this Danny Brown run. Look at these blocks here. That was a designed run this time. Got a nice block. I believe that was Drake Davis with the block. Doing a bit of everything. And now we're looking at these two points they left off the boards because they didn't go for that PAT. So
definitely looking at that for St. James.
Also the safety they gave up. I don't blame them for that one, but that was a point they gave up. And now, again, this Rouge comes up big time in a free play here.
Yeah, definitely jumped right over. It looks like they didn't even snap the ball.
They didn't snap the ball, and he was already in the backfield. Let's watch that. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
And
He could have batted that snap down.
Great job by the Lions O-line. They didn't even move a muscle there.
So will be offside on Centennial. 1st and 5 upcoming. There's a run from Nelms. He'll pick up that first, it looks like. Might be close. We'll see.
I'm not sure he got that. Let's see where they place this. They might have to bring out the chains here. I think he got it.
Yep,
Yeah, they got
signal
it.
first down. They keep moving those chains.
See if Sent can get a stop here. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
They give to Nelms. Got a little bit of room outside now. Wow, what a truck by Nelms. Ness taking the brunt of that one.
Tanner Nelms running it down the sideline for another first down.
Thomas now, split backfield out of the gun. Bouncing off a few tackles now. It looks like
He'll be swallowed
he
up
will
there.
be stopped, yep. That was Gabe Valdez on the carry. That'll bring up second. A little bit of a change of personnel here for Centennial as Almiari will come back on defense now.
And we saw last week and in that BM game that he was their safety. So it doesn't surprise me to see him come in.
Play action now. Lots of pressure. Nice move by Thomas. Another good set of moves. He will come up short and seeing
Third.
St. James, they're definitely going for it.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
Well, seeing what this flag was.
That's an after the play flag, so. And it's going to be against.
It's going to be a first. I was about to say, if not, I'm not even going to question St. James going for that one. But they will move the chains. First
And
down.
I believe that might be unsportsmanlike, so that might move the chains a lot. Yep.
Yeah, they're
15
moving
yards.
them right back. Anyway, the ball will be spotted at the 30, and St. James could take this lead back. There's Nelms. He is wrapped right up. The Centennial defense is really trying to clamp down on Nelms. They know he's probably the featured back of the whole league, so.
Yeah, you got to know this team's going to run. It's in Nelms. He's been around here for a while, 12 plus, and they know he's been doing this kind of stuff, again, for a while.
Really carrying St. James' offense as he takes it once more, trying to fight for every yard possible. Let's see where he falls. Definitely got the first down.
And they will move the chains again. See, that's what sucks about that unsportsmanlike penalty that Centennial took, because they had St. James on the ropes. It was third down.
It was, 3rd and 5.
And then you take a 15-yard penalty, push them up to the 30.
Very unfortunate for Centennial as they're going to have to come up with a big stop here. Looks like they're lined back up in that package that they used earlier in the game, and it's going to work as Szymanski is wide open for St. James as they will go up a major. And, they're probably going to go for it.
I don't know. It hasn't worked for them. Let's see if they go for the PAT.
Well, yeah, because before the score, they could have been up 22-zip if they would have hit those other two PATs.
But it looks like they're going to stay out here. I believe a guy's down.
It's number 54 that's shaken up, Joseph Yunes.
Take a short little break here.
So the injured player, Joseph Yunes, walked back under his own power. And it's good to see the St. James kicking team out here.
We've seen the kicking team out here before. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to go for it. And they will. See, that
split him.
That looked pretty clean. Not sure why they haven't used him that much, but
Looked, yeah, very comfortable.
looked like he's done that before.
Yeah, looked very comfortable taking that one. Split the uprights for sure.
Now Centennial will have the ball on their 35, down 7.
Both offenses have looked fantastic this game.
Yeah, both offenses have been rolling. It's gonna I believe this game's gonna come down to which defense can show up and get a huge stop. Flag on the
Quarterback
play.
keeper here for Brown. He's wrapped right up.
I believe it's gonna be false start on the offense.
Yeah, because we didn't see much of Centennial's offense against Lourdes. Few 2-and-outs, few interceptions. Very unfortunate game for them offensively. They still did come out with the win. But offensively, they definitely were frustrated. And coming in against St. James, one of the, if not the best team in D10, and playing a great offensive ball game.
Yeah, they're playing fantastic on offense. No, the first couple drives weren't the best. They did end up getting a couple of points, the Rouge, the safety, and then they turned on the Jets, and now they're only down by 7.
Yeah, they haven't even used Drake Davis that much, who is every single time we go into commentating one of these games, we circle his name on the roster because he's one of their playmakers out there. Haven't even utilized him that much. Brown's just having a fantastic game. Brown's going to keep once again. He's going to pick up a first and a lot more. Brown down the far sideline. Brown still going all the way. Centennial look to even this game up now.
Daniel Brown.
Let's have another look at this run.
75 yards. All the way to the house.
Looked like Michael Fonte had a chance at him. No, Powell Szymanski right on his tail at the end, just outburned him there.
Brown's a hard guy to take down, and we just saw him turn on the Jets.
He's got some burners on him. He just showed that. That was a long run. I believe he was on his own 40 to start that play off, and we'll see Ben Lane put that right through. Tie football game.
(27-27), despite what our scoreboard says. There we go.
Here comes St. James's offense. He's got Nelms. Oh, a big hit there. That is going to hype up the Spartan bench.
Especially on Nelms, who's been eaten. Second down. Let's see if Centennial can now get a stop. Oh, and did you see that?
Trickery, but he lost the ball. He had so much daylight, too. Just dropped the ball there on that handoff. Wasn't super clean. That was Gabe Valdis that dropped the ball there. Luckily, he jumped on his own fumble. That'll bring up third, and St. James
And here
punt
comes
team
the
will come
punt
out.
team. We've seen them punt once, and we've seen them fake once. We've seen them fake a lot more. So this could be interesting.
I'm just going to stop trying to call it.
Who knows? It's a guessing game.
And they're going to punt. That's
that was
a bad
that
punt.
was a decent punt.
Drake Davis now. Wrapped right up. Good job of the the St. James punt team there.
A little bit of chatter between the two teams.
7 seconds left here in the third quarter. This game's probably going to come down to the wire, and like you said, looks like whatever defense stands up at the end of this game is going to come out victorious.
Yeah, we got 7 seconds left in this third quarter. Let's see what happens. Hand off to Nelms here. Shut him down, and that's the end of the third quarter.
What a game this has been. I mean, this lived up to the hype. The two best teams in D10. You heard there's buzz all around this game. Lots of people are going to turn out, and wow, this is actually a packed alumni stadium for a high school game.
Yeah, this game is tight, too. 27-27. It's a shootout here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the game last week was tight, Centennial Lourdes, but wasn't the most entertaining game. 14-7, I believe, was the final score. No scores until the fourth quarter. This is definitely the opposite of that game. Daniel Brown showed up in a big way this game, though.
Yeah, Daniel Brown struggled in the first half of that game last week, and today he showed up big time. On his feet and passing the ball.
The story for the St. James offense, though, has been those weird plays. They've scored 3 off some weird plays, 1 off a flea flicker, 2 off the package they had surrounding the quarterback, Jacob Thomas, as there's a check down. It looks like they will come up just short of the first. That was Nick Bertolo that came up with that one. It looks like it'll be 3rd and 1, and kick team's coming out, or maybe just a change of personnel. Yeah, just a change of personnel, it looks like.
Yeah, you think the Lions, after going for it so many times, are just going to give up on this one?
Why not in a 3rd and 1?
It's inches to me.
If I was St. James, I would just direct snap that, put Nelms under center.
And Nelms is going to take this, and
definitely picks up the first,
there's a
but
flag.
there's a flag.
There's a flag on the play. Neutral zone infraction. What do you think?
I didn't really see it. I was more focused on the package that they had going on. We'll see what the flag is. Offside on the defense.
That's because I'm not sure he got that.
By my look, it looked like he dove over the 35, but either way, St. James will have the first down here.
It's going to be costly. Unless, well, you said he already had it, so maybe
just from my view. Maybe I'm viewing it wrong. We'll see. Anyway, St. James out of that bunch package once again. They'll give to Nelms a little bit of trickery as they flip it back. There's Szymanski. He'll pick up a first down, possibly. Another flag.
Face mask. 2 flags.
2 flags down, yep.
Let's see what these are both for.
One coming from the ref on the far side of the field. We'll see. Face mask on St. James. That'll back him up 15.
Now this is a chance for the Centennial defense to show up in this territory. What are you thinking if it gets to 3rd down?
Well, I mean, it depends. St. James, you can never tell what they're going to do on 3rd down. They're kind of a mysterious team when it comes to that way, and that's good for them because they picked up a few.
Yeah, and it keeps the defense / special teams guessing what they're going to do.
I feel like Centennial's pretty much just expecting it every time, though. You never really know with them.
If you're Centennial, you want to go safe man every time there.
Well, you can't let St. James pick up a major.
And
The thing is, though, you could predict that St. James is going to pass. Tanner Nelms can eat out there on the run.
I'm confused. They can push back even more?
Well, that's where the
I think
original spot was, because it was face mask. Isn't that 15?
15, but there was a second flag there. They're going to get pushed back way back here. I believe there was an unsportsmanlike in a face mask there.
That's like 20. Yeah, that's 25 yards that they're pushed back.
So maybe a hold or something like that.
Yeah.
10
10-yard
plus
penalty.
that face mask.
First and 35.
Now even a bigger opportunity for the Cent defense to get a stop here.
But do you go? What if Centennial goes to pass it? Do you protect the sticks here, or do you still play a little bit of a normal defense on first down?
Play a
then try to
normal
protect the-
defense. Why would you protect the sticks here? These guys have been getting good yards on you all day. And that's a good sign right there. That's incomplete. I'm kind of surprised St. James didn't run that ball there.
Rob Zetko was the intended receiver, just overthrew him. And now do you protect the sticks if you're Centennial?
Got to protect the stick. You got to imagine this is a pass here. Tanner Nelms, great running back, but I don't think you can pick up 35 yards on this play.
Looks like a little bit of light rains coming down here in Alumni. Shouldn't affect them that much at all, as, I mean, it's turf down there.
Yeah, might affect the ball a little bit. Probably
bit
not them
slippery.
too much.
No, not too big of a deal. Except for the fans, they're going to put their hoods up maybe.
And they're going to give it to Nem's trickery.
Looks like it'll just be a sweep as...
And I imagine they'll get that.
Yeah, he's not going to pick up too much.
Picked up about 7, but
Nick Bertolo on the carry.
picked up 7 there. Not too much, though.
Skies are starting to open up a little. It doesn't look like heavy rain, though. Not too much of a concern.
Yeah, light rain it looks like from up here.
Just sprinkling down.
9 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this game. Fourth quarter. 27-27. And they bobbled
Fumbled
that.
snap.
They might pick this up.
He's got a lot of daylight in that far
They got to
sideline.
make a tackle here.
Oh, he's still going. Oh,
And
I don't know.
I don't think they got that.
No, it looks like he just got to the 25-yard markers down at the, the first down markers at the 22. 3 yards short, but, I mean, at least the field's a lot longer for Centennial now.
Yeah. Wanted a punt. I believe they bobbled that snap. Maybe they were going to go for it anyway.
You can't tell.
I don't. You can't tell. Let's watch that one more time. Kind of seems like that was always the intention there.
There's a few times that you saw some Cent players around him, but no one could pick it up.
Now let's see Cent's offense with a chance to take the lead.
Ball on the 25 here for Daniel Brown. The give to Taylor. Trying to push through, and Centennial's
Stuff.
D-line is not having any of that. They'll stuff him. Looks like maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage. Not sure.
I think they're going to give him an inch there, seeing where the ball is placed. Maybe a yard, actually. Inch, yard, whatever you make of that.
Either way, it's second and long.
Need a play here.
Here's Brown. Looking. Incomplete. That was a dangerous tip as well because there's a St. James player in the area. Either way, the Centennial offense will stall out and goes 2 and out.
And Lane needs a good kick here. Seen a couple from him so far in this game, including a Rouge. I don't know, this looks like snow from up here.
It's falling really slow, so yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I know it's October and all, but, like, we're in Canada. That ball will
Favorable
sit
bounce.
right down.
Oh, that's going to be muffed, but see right there, that's going to be 5 yards, and Centennial did not give the returner
yeah.
5 yards there.
Another chance for St. James's offense to take the lead back.
I think he was trying to down that ball there, but got to give the returner 5 yards, and that's going to be a flag.
Split backfield. Thomas, the give to Tanner Nelms. He's got some daylight. He's got lots. Nelms running over some Centennial defenders before he's forced out of bounds just over the 30.
Huge gain there.
He's having a field day out there.
Let's watch that run one more time. Finds the hole, then gets to the outside. Runs over the first defender here, and then the next one gets him out of bounds.
Nelms keeps going.
And he can, if they score here, he can certainly chew off some clock if they get a stop and then the ball back.
It's like that bunch package again. Bunch package once again. They will give to Nelms. He's still fighting out there.
He's just been eaten on this possession again. He's been eaten all day. Big difference maker in this game.
Thomas, Nelms, he's going to get in. Tanner Nelms is eating out there.
With 5:52 to go, St. James regains the lead. And let's see, 2 or 1.
Well, it looks like the kicker's coming out.
Yeah, the kicker's coming out here. And now the kick will come, assuming they're kicking. And it's up and it's good.
Like, see, that looks comfortable for him. That looks routine.
Looks routine, but they elected not to go to it too many times this game. And now Cent has an opportunity. 5:52 on the clock. Can they do it? They will start at their 35. Let's see. See if Drake Davis can get into this game.
Lots of time for Centennial.
Got a ton of time.
Especially with the 3-minute warning.
Except you do not want to give the ball back to this Lions offense, who can just run the ball and just take the clock down, eat the clock down, and because they'll just run the ball with Nelms.
Oh, easily, yeah. Not a problem for Tanner Nelms because he's picking up first easily. Let's see if Brown can ball out one last time on this possession here. He's going to take, and he's wrapped right up. Szymanski got a hold of him.
Szymanski broke 2 blocks there and then got to Brown. Decently impressive play there. Watch that. 1, 2, and then Brown. great job by Szymanski to make that tackle and to break those 2 blocks.
2nd and long. This is a big play here for the Centennial offense.
Huge play here. This could be the game. Only 5 minutes to go, but if St. James gets that ball back, you know they're just going to run them into the ground. Empty backfield, no chance of a run unless it's a jet sweep.
Unless it's Brown himself, which it looks like it will be. Szymanski giving chase. Brown bouncing out. He's got some room. Throw is short of Drake Davis. Oh, that would have been magical. A little bit of
He just made
Manziel-esque.
2 defenders hit each other. And then he had Drake Davis on the opposite side of the field off his back shoulder, which is a very, very tough throw.
Oh, yeah. People might be like, you should have made that throw. Pressure's coming. You just made 2 guys miss. You're throwing over your shoulder to the far side of the field. That's a tough throw to make.
It's a very, very tough throw to make.
Saying
And he almost made that.
I don't mean to keep giving him excuses, but it's wet out too. Like, it's raining. Either way, great play by Brown. Just couldn't finish it off.
That's a tough throw. You can't blame that on him. And Lane will come out to punt. They're trusting their defense here. Not going to go for it here.
Trusting their punter to flip the field well as well.
And that he will do, depending on this return.
It's a good
that's gonna
kick.
go out of
That's
bounds.
it's
out.
going to spit out.
It's a nice kick.
Now they
Into
have got to stop the run.
Oh, yeah. He punted that to the 37 right there.
That's a good punt.
It's a great punt there. Especially because they were backed up to about the 27 area. So let's see. Need a stop here. Need to stop this run. You gotta imagine. And they're in that formation they started the game at.
The bunch. They'll give it to Nelms. Now let's see. Maybe they keep running the ball. Then they pull that one play that they scored their first touchdown on to find a guy just
And
wide open.
Sen has to be aware of that, because if they do that and catch them off guard again, then that seals the ball game.
Centennial's got to learn from that first possession. Anyway, we'll see. It looks like they keep going in that formation.
I feel like they're going to run this game out with that bunch formation.
They're going to have to find a way to
chew this
stop
clock.
it. Nelms is a beast out there as he falls to just close to midfield, about 3 yards short of the center marker.
They could do that every single play, all the way till they get into the end zone.
No need to pass the ball.
They can't stop it right now. And they didn't stop it at the beginning of the game either.
Look, Tanner Nelms, he's looking at the Centennial defense. Stop me. You've got to stop St. James, so they're going to keep doing it. They're going to run this clock out. 3-minute warning upcoming as well.
Sent a lot of men at the line, of scrimmage, and still Nelms gets a huge gain.
Another first down. Nelms is just running this game out.
He might be a bit short.
Yeah, just a yard short. But yeah, Sense defense, you have to stop them. But you can't commit too many, because you saw St. James burn them for committing too many on the run.
Yeah, they can't commit too many. You see they have 2 safeties up high there this time. Last time those safeties were about 5 yards in.
Yeah,
and
trying
that's
to commit to the
the
run.
3-minute warning.
Yep, exact same play. Tanner Nelms, he's going to keep going. Tackled by Ness.
Another big gain. Bunch formation again.
And they'll go to the other back now. Valdis now picking up a good chunk of yardage.
Nice little switch up there. Nelms is probably pretty tired from that. This time they go to the other running back, and now that makes Centennial think maybe they'll go here, maybe they'll go there, and they got to think about that pass over the top they did earlier in that game. Cent needs to force a turnover here.
We're still unsure of the kicking situation at for St. James. Looks like they do stop him. And by looking at St. James's sideline, they have no intention of bringing out the kicking unit.
Oh,
no, it is a first.
This is going to be a first down. Moves
Pardon
the
me.
chains once again.
I thought they stopped him short by a yard or two and forcing St. James to make a decision. Do you kick it? Do you go for it? What do you do? But they keep the chains moving. They keep the clock rolling. Nelms.
Oh, and he swallowed up there. Except he still gets a
He
decent
still
gain.
gets, I mean, it looks like Centennial's defense has him, and he just pushes through and puts his head down, gets a few more yards. He's been fantastic for St.
He's
James.
still got 4 yards there.
And with St. James's defense pinching so much, now do you go to the air? Do you keep running it?
I'm going to keep running this ball. Take time off that clock.
And then potentially kick a field goal? You're really close now. I mean, ball spotted at, the 17? Yep, Nelms again. They're going to stop him.
They're going to stop him. Now let's see. This is interesting.
Looking at St. James's sideline. Looks like a few guys are creeping up. No, they're going to stay.
I don't know. Centennial's been stopping it. Centennial's found a way.
They have confidence in their running back.
Third and about 4 yards to go.
3 or 4.
Let's see here. This is the biggest play of the game by far.
For sure. Very gutsy call to go for it here if you're St. James. Obviously, they have confidence in probably the best running back in the league, Tanner Nelms. And they won't even give it to Nelms. I don't know if they got that.
I don't think he got that.
That was Gabe Valdez.
Let's see where this is where the ref is standing. It looks like they might have to bring out the chains.
By Centennial's reaction, it looks like they're confident that they got it. St. James.
Let's see where that ball's spot. I think they stopped him. They might bring out the chains here.
Yeah, they're going to have to bring out the chains. Let's see.
Big play here.
Now
Well, call.
It's all up to the refs. And the chains team now as they'll make their way onto the field as the rain just keeps getting a little bit heavier here at Alumni.
I think they got that.
No, they do not.
Nope, they didn't get it.
Big stop for Centennial, and now they're going to have to march down the field.
1 minute and 17 to go. Turnover on downs.
Oh, this is getting interesting.
We've seen Centennial march down the field many times. We've seen them break big plays. Now it's time to see them march down the field. Little 2-minute drill here. Down 7. They got to start off good here on first down, get that rhythm going.
Brown of the pistol. He's going to have to scramble. That should have been picked, and he knows it. That was Liam Burke. It was in and out of his hands. He's disappointed in himself, and Cent has another life.
Second and 10 to go.
Brown, bobbled snap, comes up throwing. Incomplete.
His receiver didn't even look.
That was intended for Nathan Sloot. He had his back turned the whole time.
Didn't even turn his back. DB was there looking at the ball.
For sure. That was his first target, Sloot, and he didn't even turn around for it.
Bobble snap, just panicked there.
This is the game now.
Yeah, the game is decided on this final play here.
See if Centennial can extend this drive. $1:05 to go. Empty backfield. Brown, pressure coming.
And
Got
they
him.
take him down. That's game.
Powell Szymanski has been all over Brown all game, and he has the last laugh here. Brown with a fantastic game. Szymanski getting the sack, though, to end this game for St. James.
And this will be 1st and goal, but this game is pretty much over. Let's see if they rub a little salt in the wound and punch one in here.
We'll see. I mean, I'm not sure the timeout situation for Centennial right now. We'll see if they just want to punch it in. Make it a 2-score game.
See if they need the ball, show a little respect.
They're coming out in that bunch package.
Oh, nope, they're going to run it.
Give to Nelms. Stop him short, it looks like, just at the 1. Got to give Centennial credit, though. They put up a good fight against probably the best team in D10.
But they could have been called the best team in D10, too.
Could have been if they won this game.
Potential finals matchup right here.
Yeah, I would say both these teams are heads and shoulders above the rest of the competition, but these guys are pretty close to equal. I'd say St. James is a little bit of the edge, and they showed it tonight as Tanner Nelms has yet another touchdown to add to his high school resume as they will go up 2 scores. They're going to go for 2. Oh, my goodness. They got it as well. Or actually, no, it looks like...
touch.
Oh, I thought they're going for 2. Okay, they stopped him short, it looks like.
Bit of confusion there.
Yeah, not sure either way. St. James will comfortably finally win this game. Not comfortable earlier on, but St. James will take it home. So if you got to give a player the game, I know there's many players that played well. I mean, I probably know who you're going to say, but I might as well let you say it.
Yeah, Tanner Nelms. He just controlled this game. If he played bad here, they clearly wouldn't have won this game. So.
No, if he had an off day, St. James's offense would not have shown, or would not have been as dominant as they would have, or as they were. And Centennial, they've been good on offense. I mean, Browns played well.
Centennial played good. Their defense had some good stops, but ultimately could have played a smidge bit better. Might have been the difference in this game.
Wouldn't hang your heads if you're Centennial, though. You put out a good effort.
You're going to get another chance out here.
I don't know. Probably, I would think they just need the ball out, but St. James didn't need the ball out, so. They're just going to run the ball to Taylor, who actually has a little bit of daylight picking up the first down.
That's his biggest run all game.
First down for Centennial.
And it looks like they're just going to run it out. Good gameplay by each team. Tanner Nelms, fantastic out there.
Maybe one last play. We'll see. And that's quarter.
This will be the last play of the game. Taylor's going to actually have a good lane. He fumbles the ball.
Lateraled it.
Picked up by St. James. That was Abraham Perez on the pickup, but that will be the end of the game.
Your final score tonight was the St. James Lions 41.
And St. James stays undefeated. Centennial, unfortunately, will drop to 3-1. So that was a great Friday Night Lights. Thank you to everyone that came out. And this game was sponsored by McDonald's, a set of games. I mean, they have Monopoly going on, so it's a good reason to go up to McDonald's. Anyway, St. James will take this one. Tanner Nelms with an outstanding game. Anyway, thanks for tuning in.